My eyes is starting to tear up. You gotta go. What's up, G-Babies? It's your girl, GeraLa'sha, and I'm back with another video. Okay, so as you guys can tell in this video, my energy is not where it usually is because, as you guys can tell by the title, this is not one of those, happy videos. It's a sad story time, so yeah. So yes, I'm doing a story time about how we found out my mom had lupus and the entire story about it and everything you guys need to know. Okay, so before we get into this video, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and give that bell a ring. And if I cry, I cry. If I don't cry. But I'm gonna try not to. So yeah. So let's get it. Okay, so this was like 3 years ago. This was 3 years ago, and it seems like it was like yesterday, to be honest, but it was actually 3 years ago. And it was like kind of like around the time my grandfather had passed away, and then like a month after that is when like my mom had started getting sick. Me and my family had none of us knew anything about it, knew any idea. We didn't even really know what lupus was. Well, I kind of knew what lupus was because I knew the singer Toni Braxton had it. She was dealing with it on the Braxton Family Values. So I kind of like, knew about it, but I just didn't know what it really meant. You know what I'm saying? So it was around. This was the day that it happened. When we found out, the day was, I think it was a Thursday, because my mom had a doctor's appointment that same day. So I was a freshman or a sophomore in high school, I think. I want to say a sophomore. Or I was a freshman. Yes, I was a sophomore. And so I had got off of school or whatever, and we lived right next door to our friend, her and her dad. They were Honduran, and we had met them over the summer. Me, my sister, and my aunt. My mom had already met them a few times when she was going to work or whatever, but we had just met her and her dad that summer. So we had got close over that time and whatever, and she happened to be a sophomore that year, and I was gonna be a freshman. So it kind of like, okay, we're gonna be going to school together. So we all became friends, and we had a really close bond. She was like a sister. She still is. We still communicate till this day. Shout out to Ingrid. But yeah, so that day was a Thursday, if I want to say. I think it was a Thursday, because she had a doctor's appointment that same day. But it really didn't like I thought about it, because I'm like, okay, wait, she's been going to the doctor way too much, like Monday she had a doctor's appointment, and then like the Thursday she would have a doctor's appointment, and then like that Monday she would have, like, it was just too much. But it really didn't I wasn't thinking I was in school, I wonder what happened. Yeah, so I got off of school that day, and I went to my friend's house, me and my sister. And me and my sister were down at Ingrid's house or whatever, and we were just listening to music and singing and whatever. I don't know what I just said, but yeah, we were just singing and stuff and listening to music and talking about school, boys, the usual with girls. So after that, we heard a really loud knock on the door, and we know that knock because that's how my stepdad knocks. That's how my dad knocks. I know y'all probably like, wait, you always talk about your other dad in Atlanta. Yes, I have two dads. One's my stepdad who raised me, and one's my other dad, which is my biological father. Y'all get the picture. It's crazy. But anyway, so he was knocking on the door, but at the time we didn't know it was him. It was like a really, really loud knock. So we're like, who is that? Is that the police? Like, who is that? We open opened the door, it was him. And he was like, y'all hurry up, y'all come upstairs with your mom's, she's talking out of her head, you don't understand what she's saying, and it's just, she's just saying weird stuff. So my sister dropped whatever she had in her hand, and I was like kind of like scared, because I'm like the youngest. I was kind of scared too much, just going up there, so I'm like, what if I see blood? I didn't know what was going on. So I went in the room and I told my friend, and she was like, okay, well, I'm about to come up there, and I put whatever I had in my hand down. I think it was like some makeup stuff. I don't know. I'm a girly girl. I'm sure that's what I had, or something. But I went and put that down, and then I got upstairs, and she was just sitting out on the sofa. And I'm like, to myself, I'm like, wait, she just sitting out on the sofa. There's nothing wrong with her. Like, what is going? Like, what are you talking about? She's sitting on the sofa eating grapes. There's nothing wrong with her. Like, what are you talking about? So he was like, listen to her, talk to her. So my sister was asking her questions, and he was asking her name, and she was just eating grapes. And my mom has this weird way, when she eats grapes, she doesn't eat the whole thing. She puts it in her mouth. She chews on it for a bit, like a little, like she likes the inside, but the outside, like the peeling, she doesn't like that. So she eats it, and then once she's done all the juices and stuff, she spits it out. So I'm like kind of laughing, like, why are you eating grapes like that? Like, what's the matter? So, my sister asked her what was her name or whatever, and she was getting like weird responses. Like, she was like, girl, why you ask, like, just like weird responses. But she kept saying how my aunt told her she didn't have to go, like, she had to go back to work, and she was just talking out of her head. So we was like, oh no, something's wrong, what's going on? So we knew that she had just got back from a doctor's appointment, so it was like, well, maybe something that they gave her reacted bad with her, the medicines we don't know. So through the process, we kept asking her questions, and she kept like not giving us like she knew her name, she knew her age, she knew her birthday, but it's she didn't, the thing that really messed us up is that she didn't know, she knew our names, but she kept mixing them up. She knew my name, but she kept calling my dad DeAndre, and she kept calling DeAndre my dad. Like, she kept mixing that up. Like, she knew who I was, but she didn't know them. And when she mixed up their names, that was it. Like, the tears just started rolling down my face, and we were just busting out crying, because like having your mom not to know who you are, like, that is just crazy. And everything was happening so fast. I need to take a breath. So I'm like, oh no, something has got to be wrong. Like, something has got to be wrong. So then they called the ambulance. The ambulance came, and they were talking to her, asking her what's her name. And she was like, she knew her name. Like, she was like, my name is Kathy Malo, whatever. So they were like, okay, good. She knows who she is. That's good. So they got to the hospital. We came, in the car or whatever. Well, no, it took us a while to get there, because they didn't know who was going to drive or whatever, because I think my stepdad went with my mom in the ambulance. So my friend's dad took our truck to go with them. But before that, my sister had like we grew up in church, so the first when something instantly happens, we pray instantly, and my sister just started praying all over the parking lot. She was screaming, hollering, and I'm just standing there crying, not knowing what to do. Like, she was just going like off. When I speaking in tongues, she was just doing the absolute, that's not the most, but she was just, letting it out, praying and stuff. So my Mrs. I was about to say his name. Well, Mr. Celso, that's my friend's dad. He was just, he never seen that before. He was just like looking like, what is going on? Like, they never seen us cry. They never seen that. So we got in the car. So after that was done, she had threw the keys, so we couldn't find the keys. So she was like, I don't know where the keys are. So she went and sit in the car. So then after that, we found the keys. It was by the ditch. So we got in the car and we got over there. And we were all sitting out in the lobby, and we met my anthem over there and all my cousins and stuff, and they were there. So we was in the lobby, sitting down or whatever, and they was like trying to see what was going on. So they asked us, who did she take? And we was like, no. She went to the hospital. She had a doctor's appointment. She had a doctor's appointment that day. So whatever they gave her must have reacted. So that's what was going on in our minds. Okay, well, she just reacted bad to the medicine. So we had been there for like, you know, like a couple hours, and then they had admitted her or whatever. And then after that, they told her we had went home or whatever because it was getting late and we had school the next day. So they was like, Dre, y'all could just stay at Ingrid's house or whatever for me to be able to go to school or whatever like that, you know, whatever. Because they were gonna take the car. So I was like, because I was a car rider. So, you know, I didn't catch the bus, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to school and, you know, he gonna be here with you, you know, whatever. So I had to go to Ingrid's house and her dad was gonna bring us. Cool. So after that, yeah, I was staying there with them or whatever, and me and my sister for a while, and then my sister left and she went to stay with my aunt or whatever, because she had started, working and stuff. My sister really had to quit. My sister at the time was working at Walmart, but she had to quit her job because before that, mom had was started getting sick. She would have body pain, and she couldn't get. Their bed was really high, and our beds were low. We had twin beds, and they were really low. So she would sleep in our bed, in my sister's bed, or whatever. My sister would sleep on the sofa. So we knew from the beginning that something was wrong, but we didn't know what, you know. We didn't know what. So anyway, so then after that, yeah, like a couple of days had went by or whatever, and then I got back home. I had got back, and they had said that my mom had they had transferred her out of that hospital to another hospital, and she was in a coma. And I'm like I'm just getting off of school. I don't know what to think. I don't know how to feel. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, she was just fine. Like, what? Because they said it wasn't the pills, nothing that she took that could have reacted. It was nothing they couldn't find anything. But she got in a coma, and then part of her, through that process, part of her ear had fallen off. And I'm like, what? Like, this is some movie type stuff. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm just like, what? Like, what is going on? So after that, we had went to the ICU. At first, I was not gonna go, but at the time, I was seeing somebody that lived in my neighborhood that I was really close to, that I really liked it. We still talk to this day. But I was seeing him or whatever, and he worked at that hospital. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. Because he worked a lot, so I would only see him at night. So, after that, yeah, we went to the hospital, and I went in the room. I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay long, because my mom knows I don't do hospitals at all. I don't do hospitals, I don't do funerals, I don't do none of that. I don't like it, I just can't. So I walked in there, and she was like, she had all these things in her mouth and her nose, and it was just, and I could see the part where her ear had fell off, and I'm just like, whoa, like, what is this? Like, it's some vampire type, movie type, werewolf type stuff. Like, this is not a game, like, and so I walked out of the room because I couldn't take it anymore. Tears running down my face and everything. And then I went downstairs and I asked my sister if we can go play the gift shop, just to get my mind off of, so we went to the gift shop, and we only look at the stuff and talk and laugh and whatever. And then I seen the guy that I was talking to at that time and stuff, and he was like talking to me and stuff like that. And then after that, we went back upstairs to the room, by the room, in the waiting room, and then after that, we left. So that was that. Then my mom had, then they started saying that mom needed, we didn't find out that she had lupus until, I'm just skip some stuff because some stuff I do not remember because that was a long time ago. And me being in school, kind of like I didn't know that much. I was the youngest, so they felt the need not to tell me stuff. So some stuff I don't really know. So all I know is she had kind of moved back with us at my aunt's house because I had to leave my friend's house because I really don't know why, but they thought it would be better for me to go live with my aunt to take the pressure off of them because it was a lot. It was just too much going on. So I was mad because I'm like, okay, I'm seeing somebody, I don't drive, I don't have a license, if I go to my aunt's house, I'm not gonna be able to see him. It's bad enough that I only see him that night because he was working, and I was just so upset. Like, that was just, we kind of kept in touch, and then we just fell off, but we still communicate till this day, like I said. So that's how you know it's love, like, all that. Anyway, so after that, what part was I in? Yeah, so they didn't find out that she had lupus. She had came back to stay to my aunt's house, but then she had got sick again. She wasn't eating. They had to feed her through a tube. It was a lot. It was just so much going on. I was just seeing bits and pieces of it, and I just couldn't take it. So when I got home from school one day, she was gone. Like, I didn't see her. So I'm like, okay, well, my mom answered. It was like, oh, she's at the hospital. Yeah, I told her she's at the hospital this morning. It wasn't good, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm like, oh my God. So in that time, I think that's when they had found out. So that when she went to hospital, that time, that's when they found out what she had. Lupus is very hard to detect. It's hard to find. It's mainly found in women. Not too many men have it, but it's very hard to detect. I know a lot of people be like, oh, is it cancer? No, it's not cancer. It's in the cancer family, but it's not cancer. I'm gonna insert some clips of my mom and stuff to show y'all. She looks normal, if nothing. Like, okay, but anyway, so after that, they found out she had lupus or whatever, and they said that the medicine that they needed to give her, they didn't have it. They couldn't keep her at the hospital to keep giving her that medicine, and they didn't have it. So it was like, the only way she's going to be able to get this medicine is if she goes into a nursing home. So it was like a nursing home. Like, no, like mama she worked in nursing homes like her entire life. So, and that her being in one would just be so weird. Like, that was weird to us. Like, it was just weird. And she was the youngest person at the facility. My mom is only 40 something. Like, she's, her late, she's like, mom's 40, I forgot. She's 47, I think. 48, 49, 50. I don't know. She's one of those. She's in her 40s, baby. She's young. She was the youngest in the facility besides, the little young workers that work there. But anyway, so so they was like, she's gonna have to go to a nursing home, and all that whole time my mom was bedridden. She had forgot how to walk again, so she needed therapy for that. And in the beginning, when she first got to the nursing home, it was not good. She wasn't eating, and being in the bed for so long caused her to have bed sores, and just, that made it even worse because bed sores that's horrible. Like, that hurts. So she'd be crying and screaming in pain, and it was just the worst thing for your child to see. Your mom go, like, you see things in in movies, but you never actually picture yourself going through it. Like, that's just like that. Not saying that was a turning point in my life, but it was just I'm gonna talk about that later. But anyway, I'm gonna finish the story. So after that, mom had gotten to a nursing home, whatever, and months was passing, weeks was passing. We were just going through it, taking it one day at a time. Like, if it wasn't for us not being raised in church, I don't know what we would have done, because praying kept us on our heads, y'all. Like, that kept us up. Like, that kept us to keep going. Not only that, our church family is another thing that really helped us, because that was a major help. My aunt was a major help in that. She encouraged us to stay strong, even though I had I was upset a few times and stuff came out. I'm sorry. And not only that, at school I had stopped doing my work. I had stopped. How could you go to school and focus when your mom is like the woman who birthed you, who brought you into this world, is sitting in the hospital? Like, that's just crazy. Like, I didn't do my work. I had stopped everything, and everybody was like, okay, why you graduated so late? That is why. My sophomore year, I had stopped doing my work. I had stopped doing so much. So that caused me to like get pushed back. So that's why, the real reason why I really graduated late. So there y'all have it. So after that, months had passed, and she was getting better and better and better and better and better and better and better. We go there, she looked great. She was walking, like it was just, everything was just happening. Like it took, not say fast, but it took time, you know, like in the beginning we weren't seeing any progress. It was just the same old. And then we're like, oh gosh, when is she gonna start getting better? Because we were like, you know, we want to move, we ready to go home, we ready, you know, we just ready, you know. And at the time, my aunt, her daughter was going through some stuff, so they had moved there, and it was just a bunch of us in the house, y'all. Like it was more girls than anything, and all, you know, we're family, but at the end of the day, we need our own space. We're girls, so it was like we were clashing with them, and it was just a bunch of stuff, and we were just ready to go. Like me and my sister were just ready to go. So, and we weren't used to not say sharing, but not used to like just being in a house full of people and kids, and it was just a lot. So, you know. But we were all just going through it, and at the end of the day, we all needed each other. God brought us all together for a reason, so everything happens for a reason. So yeah, but what part was that? Yeah, so she had started getting better, y'all. She had started walking. Everything started happening so fast, and when I started seeing progress, I was like, is we moving or no? Because look, I'm ready. And through that time, we had lost our apartment because my mom wasn't working, so it was just my stepdad's income, and it just wasn't going great. So we lost our car too at the time, and I'm just like, bro, like the devil just, he is coming, baby. He is trying to attack, but baby, guess what? It ain't work. It ain't work. It didn't work at all. But anyway, yeah, so so she had started progressing and getting good, and everything was great. Now my mom only was supposed to stay in there for a year. She wound up staying in there for 2 years. Wasn't it 2 years? 2 years. Well, it was like a half a year going into the year, I think. 2 years, whatever. So it was time for her to, it had been time for her to go, but they didn't want to just let her go and she not be okay, you know, not have everything she needed. So when she got out, so she finally had got out in August, and the following school year was about to start. Or it had started already. No, it didn't start already. I was going to be a junior. Wasn't I? Yeah, I was going to be a junior. And at school, nobody really knew because I didn't tell them anything. Like, none of my friends really knew. They didn't know until my junior year when I decided to go. They didn't really know what I was going through. I didn't tell nobody. Like, if y'all seen this video, y'all kind of like, oh, why didn't you tell me? Like, I didn't tell y'all because I couldn't. I couldn't tell y'all with a straight face. It would be so hard. But anyway, so yeah, so she had started getting good. We had finally moved in August. She got out in August. We moved in August, where we're at now. And she's been great ever since. I mean, she have her days where she hurts and stuff, but that comes along with lupus, so that takes time, you know. She can't drive anymore, but my mom is determined. She's a very strong woman at the end of the day, and I just thank God that I was blessed with a strong mom, because I see what she go through and I be like, how you did it? Because I can't. Like, that was like, I'm trying my hardest not to cry, but like, I look at that and I'm like, how could you go through that? Because like, baby, that was a lot. My eyes is starting to tear up. You gotta go. Okay, so yeah, so then what happened after that? Yeah, we moved where we are now, so everything's fine. Like I said, she has times where she just doesn't feel good or whatever. But if you guys don't know what lupus is, you guys can search it up. There's 2 different types. One's with the skin, one's with the blood, but it's kind of all like, they kind of all go into each other at the end of the day. But the reason why I wanted to tell you guys this story is because I really wanted to tell you guys a story time, but I didn't actually know what to talk about. And then I thought about this when I was uploading my video that y'all gonna see today. That's dropping today. By the time y'all see this, the other video will be already dropped. So yeah. But yeah, I want to tell you guys this because I've been wanting to tell y'all story time, but I didn't know what to do. So I was like, I can tell them about the time, you know, my mom had got sick and whatever. So, because that was like a real, not say turning point in my life, but that was more of a wake-up call. Because, like, a lot of kids take their parents for granted. Like, you only get one parent. You only get, you know, one set of parents. Like, and that's it. And once they're gone, they are gone. Like, when I was in school, I hear people like be like, you know, oh, I can't stand my mama. She did, she that, she need to go this, you know. And me going through all that at the same time, I'm seeing that. And I'm like, girl, you don't even know what you have. Like, my mom is in the hospital fighting for her life, and you mad because your mama won't let you go to a party. Like, it's not even that serious. Like, you better cherish your mama. You better cherish your dad. You better do whatever you gotta do. Like, I know y'all hear the crying trying to come, but it's not coming. It's not coming. I'm not crying for this video. I'm not doing it. But yeah, so everything is great now. My mom is healthy. She still goes to her doctor appointment. They check her thoroughly. Everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great because we serve a really big God, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. Don't be like, oh, praying don't work. Baby, yes it does. Prayer works. Prayer changes things. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, without prayer, I don't think I will get through it. Like, whew, that was the biggest thing ever to go through. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys really enjoyed this story. Baby, this video is long, 27 minutes. But it was worth it. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and give that bell a ring. Drop some comments. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll make sure you guys subscribe because my GBABIESS lit and I'm lit, so come be lit with us. Period. Okay? GBABIESS, we out.
I'm free. I'm human, but I'm comfortable with me. I'm capable, got everything that I need. I'm focusing.